I'm just gonna say this investigation is long.
The intensive care unit.
In the Haughty Clinic.
Still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. First case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What have I read? I don't want to believe. What is written here isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling in the Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. Dizzy, ears ringing, throat burns, head is on fire. I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help. He'll be able to help me with him somehow. Right, are you sure you're well enough to do this? You still look a little green in the face.
I may be meridian in how to speak.
Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit.
How's your temperature now?
Only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the Shishito will not be able to deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. There being another sword. Oh.
Don't worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat.
Thanks again, Edgeworth. I can handle things from here. Probably for the best. I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. Something I want to look into. That is, our client's background, naturally.
You mean Iris, sir?
I have a feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation one way or another. Since I probably won't be getting that from you... Sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care.
Guess I should get moving too.
Why? Do you need to be somewhere?
Yeah, I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across the other side.
Right, Maya's still stuck over there.
But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you, Gumshoe.
Phoenix, stop spraying the corona. No problem, pal. Try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off.
Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence.
Okay, we're going to the main gate. Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear.
So I'm one guy I know who'd be this persistent and high-strung.
Talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. They'll make you famous. Yeah.
Enough. A foolish fool. Foolish fool's fool. Who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Hey. I know you. Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up egg, and you want to grill me over a name?
Franzi, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death, or so I'm told.
Whip a dead horse, isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. I'm not on the brink of anything.
Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs the model for my new picture book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip.
Wow, that's a hilarious title.
Yeah.
Before you ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. And for that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew Antonia. Whoosh. Just like that dude with the red underwear. Do you mean Superman?
Yes.
Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys for when you come crawling back to apologize.
Off he goes. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix.
Okay, we are going to be talking to her, because of course we have to.
In truth, I was shocked. Came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Yeah. I was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know? He said this case has a special significance to you. It does. That's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teeny-weeny pieces all the better. No. No smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came over for one thing and one thing only. To pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some Cold Killer X, you know. Oh, he's bringing up that one! Ah, good one! You've been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. It's really been a year now. Born and raised in Germany, became a prosecutor at the age of 13. "40 years.
But now he's gone from this. It's not like they killed him yet. His 5 years isn't up.
Well, I mean, isn't it up now?
No, it's only been 2 years since the first game.
You see, they honestly should have just put him on death row by now, got him out of here.
I mean, he is on death row. It's just that they don't shoot him until 5 years pass.
That's a weird wait time of 5 years.
Yeah, I know. It really is weird.
Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father.
She never cared about the father thing.
Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me. This I promise. It'll be for my sake. Not for him, are we clear? Yes, crystal. Crystal clear. Went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Every last word, every last sentence, of every last paragraph. Those ridiculous things you did made it very interesting read, you know? Attempting to cross a burning bridge. Even consider the dangers. No, not at all. The only thing on my mind was I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Ghost just said he'd let me know when the bridge works. Maya's got to be okay. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened in the inner temple that night.
Okay, now we're gonna go to the courtyard.
Ah yes, she's back.
Yeah, Bobby Hill, how's it going?
You don't have to pretend to be in good mood for my sake. Suppose I've made a terrible mess of things. I let Mystic Elise die, and Nurse Iris as well. There's an acolyte stuck in the inner temple. That poor little girl is called missing too. Pearl's still missing.
Yeah.
Still missing.
Okay. Continuing to the courtyard.
That's where it witnessed and saw the incident.
Okay, apparently this thing misspoke when it said move to courtyard. We were supposed to just go in the main hall and talk to Bikini first.
Right. Not gonna mention the ladder.
No, the ladder doesn't come up yet. It's later.
But why? Seriously lost faith in myself. Performance at trial. Saw Iris pull the sword from the body. At least until this morning. So why are you so unsure of yourself? When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. He's an artist. All he draws is trouble. They both didn't see what they think they saw. It was really Maya who did everything this time. Met Iris at the inner temple. drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. You don't want to say that. Next big one levels the training hall. Oh, no need to worry. It's isolated like an island. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as the bridge is out of commission, they'll have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there or murder and no way to escape either. Gumshoe, get the bridge up faster! Give me the whip, I'll whip with shape.
I'll whip that motherfucker into shape.
Faster, Gumshoe, faster! Now I want to know a little more about the victim. Not what we're... Why was she here in the first place? Natural beauty of Eagle Mountain. This mystic. Why is that, after all? She's not here as an acolyte.
You never called Phoenix a mystic.
How can you say for a fact that she's older than you?
Yep. There's gonna be a lot of these.
It seemed that she wasn't an ordinary visitor after all. There's some trickery afoot. Why did Pearl have to get mixed up in all this? Pearl was with Elise on the night of the murder. She hasn't turned up at her home either. There's one place left for it to be. Considerately, you loud yell.
So this is where you've been. Keep it nice and warm, I see.
Detective, you finished the repair?
The bridge? Yeah, I did. Told you I'd let you know.
I'll come along with you.
Sorry, man. No unauthorized entry, access is restricted to people involved with the case.
What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? Couldn't be much more involved than me.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I meant. Ah!
It's been a while, Scruffy.
It's... And he's dead.
Sister, please, leave the investigation to me. definitely see you have to have everything under control. I'm on your side. I wouldn't do anything you wouldn't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix? Hurts, you know. Silence. I, Francesco Moncon, will personally guide you through your investigation, so you will follow me. I'm guessing we're crossing the bridge now.
Yeah, we're going to the gate now.
Did you say Heavenly Gate?
No, Inner Temple Gate.
Okay, I just heard you say gate and I couldn't hear what you said beforehand. It's a bit confused on why we would go to the other one. Things have become more hectic around here. They must have commenced with the investigation. That voice, it has to be Pearl. So you were here ever since that night. Thought I was going to die. I woke up the morning I saw the dusky bridge was gone. Realized I was all alone. That's been very trying for you, little girl. I'm Francesco Moncon, a prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was meeting the Mystic Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. Nothing but a mean girl without your lips. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. Well then.
Well, that escalated.
Ah! Why are you lifting me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearl. Weren't you with Maya? I'm sorry, it's all my fault. What?
And she's gone.
Ah. That was cool, Phoenix. To make a girl like that cry is inexcusable.
Okay, now. You can examine the incinerator right there on the right.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
As you can see, here are the charred remains of Faye.
It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix. It's a bit strange, don't you think, Francesca? I seem to remember... there was snow on the incinerator the first time I saw it.
Bum bum bum.
Someone's been using it to burn something recently.
Got me coming from
Infernet
you.
call people by their full name. It's only copying you.
Okay, now we're going into the training hall. Oh,
What?
okay.
Stop calling me by my full name. What was this once a preposterous port?
A prosperous port.
Mooring post for boats. Well, it seems weird that there's a like rope here. I'm surprised it would be all burned away.
I mean, the bridge was literally on fire.
Doesn't mean the rope that could be completely burned away.
You mean the rope that was connected to the burning bridge?
I'm saying that,
and ropes are very flammable.
yes, but it would burn before that. It would like snap and not burn all the way across. There would at least be charred remains near it. Now, what the hell happened here?
You see, clearly the cave is locked, and the paper on the right has shit on it.
Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. Yet it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock.
It's a psycho lock.
It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes.
Okay, you're gonna examine the scroll on the wall first, then the red door lock afterwards.
What do you think this yellowish poster is? It's a scroll, not a poster.
Yeah, by the way, it's goldfish time.
It's actually... I don't see any woman here. Different atmosphere since the last time I was here. It's not different smell. It's gravy.
Someone plastered gravy here.
The scroll, it's been completely covered in gravy. Appetizing smell in the air. Type of sauce. Ew. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute.
This
No,
ain't
no one does
Thanksgiving,
that.
bitch.
Why would anyone do this? Why this scroll?
Now the lock.
This door. This one was for guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. What took you so long?
That's my line, sir. I thought even you'd managed this, Mr. Trite.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was Maya coming up to the chain door here. So question, the hell is he doing here?
He's here to bring us that smooth sax, is what he's here for.
Duh, why are you here? We don't need you. Prosecutor? We didn't show up the trial today.
Ha! I can ask you the exact same question.
I had a cold, so...
I had something slightly more important than a common cold. It was corona. Quite lethal nowadays. The importance of which is something you have no hope to ever understanding.
Enough, I believe I have the measure of you. He's a very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial?
Who's the wild mare, Trite?
Miss Von Karma. She's the acting prosecutor in your absence today.
Ha! Well, I guess I owe you one then. You can go now, Princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins.
Just who do you think you are? This case is my...
Hey, Philly, know your role is shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. Okay, he just literally just went at the rock there. I'm only gonna say this once, Lady von Wippenberg, go home.
Phoenix Wright. What are you hitting me for?
Huh. You deserve more crack to that whip than that, Trite.
No, don't encourage her.
You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to.
Something different about Godot today. This strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Anger, sorrow, pain.
Okay, now we're talking to the man.
You had some important business, and that's why you weren't in court today. So what was it?
I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. You see, Wright, I've experienced something most have not. Death.
You died?
Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs. Well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to the right. Even someone like me.
So you mean that mask you wear is...
This ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded.
So you were blinded.
My eyesight was pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn out piece of junk of a body going with the regulars.
I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened?
Why don't you ask him?
Me? How do I know?
Yeah, Trite, you. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me.
Little Phoenix, do you? You know, there's something going back to the very first case.
Yeah, you know, something about someone being poisoned, someone taking the poison bottle from a certain somebody.
So
That's
Dahlia
this
poisoned
person.
him.
And not to mention that that person who was poisoned may have been Mifei's boyfriend at the time.
So Armando being Godot, well before he was Godot, Armando was poisoned by Dahlia, killing him, and then he came back to life as Godot.
Okay, now I'm just gonna say some. The fucking killing and hell, that's probably all metaphors and shit and symbol. He didn't actually fucking die.
I'm assuming she actually poisoned him though,
Yeah, he was definitely poisoned, yes.
which caused his palate swap.
Yeah, yes, he went photo negative after that poison.
The poison didn't actually hurt him in any way, it just palate swapped him.
And his body couldn't handle it, so he went into shock. He lost his eyesight.
And then basically Phoenix defended her, and now he's mad. He
Pissed
probably
off
also
a bit. Yeah.
he probably also doesn't like the fact that we kind of took over Mia's law office after she died. All things considered. To be honest, I feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. How Godot was killed.
All become clear in due time.
Yeah, it kind of has like an Edgeworth kind of backstory when you really look at it. Guy who was a defense attorney, one of the best, gets poisoned.
Some horrible event happened, which caused him to become a prosecutor.
And he's pissed off at us for basically no reason.
Isn't that right, Trite?
Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What'd you mean?
The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island.
That's what the head nun said too.
And I wonder, Trey, do you know what the police are doing here today?
What do you mean?
They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing.
Missing?
As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge.
But that's impossible. She came here that night.
I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place.
And that is...
the sacred cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now.
With a level 9 Cyclock.
This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore.
They haven't searched the cavern yet.
Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best.
Nah, you wrong.
Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death.
Fool. That's the situation. Why aren't you in the search party right now?
You must have blinders. Shit. You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite. Once again, a woman dies because of you.
Hang on, are you accusing me of Mia's death?
Well, that's kind of very subjective. We weren't the reason Mia died.
He's accusing me of Mia's death. When the thing is, one, I've already been acquitted of that. So you full of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We were acquitted of that. Double. Second of all, that was corporate America's fault.
Corporate America did that. We were not involved at all. Why didn't you stop it?
Yeah, where were you? Unconscious from poison? Shame. Don't tell me you've forgotten. It's only 2 years ago, after all. Corporate America. The last unfortunate woman died because of you. Corporate America.
Because of me.
Do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right. Mia Fey.
Yeah, you're accusing me of her death. Why? I didn't do anything. I wasn't involved.
The circumstances of her death had nothing to storyline. It was something entirely different. You killed her.
That's not what happened.
It literally was not how it was. He's just holding a girl. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. Yeah, see, corporate America, yeah. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy.
Yeah, it's one case I won't ever forget. Taking down corporate America, being put on trial. The fun part. I got the guy personally.
Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught. But that won't bring her back. But see, we have a couple spirit mediums for that.
Hell, it won't bring her back, but we brought the guy to justice.
You were with her at that time, you and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. Excuse me?
If I wasn't there.
Is that what this is about? You say Mia Fey was your teacher? Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you let her sister suffer the same fate.
Now, I have so many things I need to say. One, this situation, not my fault. I was dragged here against my will.
I mean, to be fair, this situation kind of was. We could have shut this whole thing down, but we went there anyways because we saw a picture of Iris.
We figured it was Dahlia, we need to make sure.
We didn't need to make sure. We could just let it go, and this never would have.
We had to double check. If Dahlia had escaped, we would be in serious trouble. Again. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of...
To be honest, we could literally just call the round and use it around the lock, and this would not be a problem. I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training. Any excessive force used to break the lock would open, well, let's just say the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past.
Very well, so dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key?
Ha. Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock.
There is no keyhole.
That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock was the only one who can open it.
Did it?
Simple. The accused.
Shit. So Iris said it.
When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. My fate was to train in there. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now.
That's... Well, the thing is, why don't we try and open it?
Again, earthquakes. So, I should be getting back to work.
Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you?
There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. Be prepared that that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Listen up, Trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never.
You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix Wright. That's what everyone keeps saying. I don't have much of a choice.
Okay, let's see. Where are we going now? All that.
Why don't I just push the Magatama against it and see what happens?
No, we're going to the garden.
But I...
I don't know who's talking here.
Someone's talking to himself.
Oh, don't tell me it's Gumshoe. It's Gumshoe. Yeah, guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. My brain.
Is something troubling you, Scruffy?
Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir.
It's merely a simple, greedy, friendly tap on the shoulder with a whip. What's up, Gumshoe? What's on your mind?
How'd you know, pal?
Perhaps you're trying to decide if you want to wash that off or not.
How'd you know, sir? Oh, yeah. I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay?
You mean the one that says no entry on it?
I, kind of already snuck in there.
So what is behind this, Scruffy?
Kind of garden-like garden.
A garden.
Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep... I'm not telling you. I'm not asking you, pal. You got me? Oh, I'm asking. No, I'm not telling you, I'm asking.
It's normally the other way around.
Well, see you later.
So, shall we adjourn to this garden? Of course, what else would we do?
Yep, garden it is. As you can see.
Strange feeling in the air. Strange writing on the stone.
What are you doing here, sir? I thought you said you couldn't come in here.
Didn't you know, Scruffy, a Von Comma will always show up wherever there's a clue. Plenty of clues that can be found here.
But... Okay, now we are now going to examine the red charm.
There's a charm poking out of the snow.
Apparently it belonged to the victim.
So it's a Lee's.
Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords can be found on both the victim and on the charm, and they match exactly.
Trinket is going to be my trinket, getting some very big answers soon.
And now we will examine the text on the stone lantern.
What is that?
Uh-oh, you spotted, huh, pal?
Maybe it couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya.
Yeah, before you ask, it's written in blood. You know, this is a nice callback to the second case ever, you know?
Yep. You'll answer all the questions now, Scruffy, without exception.
Yes, sir. Okay, right now we're talking to Gumshoe.
So these letters are written in blood.
Yeah. What's worse is it's the victim's blood.
So this is our victim's blood.
We haven't done detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal.
Most interesting. I presume you know, don't you? And Maya's name is written upside down.
You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special.
Really, do tell.
Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Shut the fuck up, Gumshoe.
No. Anyway, the real only logical explanation to this mystery is that Elise wrote these letters herself, in her own blood.
From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, seems pretty likely that this garden was the seat of Miss Elise's murder. At least that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal.
So, about mine.
Oh, Mr. Godot tell you
Yes, we've heard.
you got a search party out looking for her now. There's nowhere else she could have been disappeared to on this side Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to...
Edgeworth.
He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here.
We'll have to wait since she's the only one to go towards the sacred cabin.
Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal.
Wonder what that is.
Don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, felt like he was drowning. Well, I was drowning.
Sounds pleasant. So you're saying our victim's killed here?
Oh, you want to look at it? That's what people are saying now.
Then whatever happened in the courtyard was... What did she truly see?
What do you think, Miss Von Karma?
Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no?
Well, wait. Oh, it's you.
Wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right?
Sorry, but that's not an option, pal.
Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because of Dusky Bridge being completely burned out.
I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here.
This really was the scene of the crime. They figure out exactly what this is. What was actually seen. How's the inner temple investigation going?
We have the best forensic team in the world working the place.
Forensic team? What was the outcome of this scientific study?
Nothing. Scientifically speaking, this place was clean as a whistle.
That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that?
Uh-oh. Well, there was a couple things that bothered me when I first got here, sir.
This own land over there in the surrounding area is not covered in snow, correct?
They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were, it's kind of hard to say, actually.
I gotta look into them myself.
Okay, now we will be moving to the main hall. And we will be talking to Bikini and doing Maga.
It seems you have a visitor. It's Iris, finally here to open the lock. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency.
And Corona's out here too, huh?
Not him again. Gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. We'll finish our conversation later. Alright. Let's hurry to the other temple then. See you later, Wright? Wait, I'm coming with you. Sorry, Wright, I can't allow you to come with us. What? Hate to be the one to break it to you, but I face in a rather delicate position. So it's simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. We can't allow members of the public to interfere. Edgeworth. If anything happened to me first, no. Please understand, right? That Mystic Maya is rescued. Listen to a voice of reason for a change, right? From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. Keep going now. Ah. It's no time to be standing around, Phoenix, right? Other things that demand your attention? She shrugged since the last time I saw her. Be so rude. Still pretty down. Accompanied by the crimson-clad prince. Only what you had to do. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. Testimony wasn't made in vain. You did great, even though I didn't see it. Crap, I triple clicked.
Calm down, trigger finger.
Well, I was moving over. I ended up pressing the triple click button instead of regular click. She's hiding something. First, I want to double check something. I want to double check something.
I would listen.
Damn
I can tell you when the next half of this investigation, which is after this talk. But I'll tell you when you go there.
I should be able to have this conversation with Von Karma about this ladder.
Take that!
Tell me a secret. Tries to pick her up, but she's too heavy. Now there may be. Now it does show 5 Cyclocks, but you only have to do 2 things. Thankfully.
So it's going to be one of those things where it just all breaks immediately.
Or there's just going to be a long line of dialogue for each one of those things anyways.
It's an offer of picture books. Suspicions. Don't have any evidence to support the theory, though.
You're gonna bring up the Kurain Master's Talisman.
The what?
The Kurain Master's Talisman.
Oh, this. She had this charm with her. This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. What do you think it is? A talisman like that possibly mean? This thing speaks volumes about who she really is.
And now, you're gonna present the Hanging Scroll.
Look at this gravy. She's really gravy.
So by this point, you should know who Elise really is.
Yes. Another Fae murdered.
Uh-huh.
The scroll shows the master of the challenging technique. Crest at the top is sign of an honorable title. The very same crest that adores a talisman. Got no idea who you're talking about. New master Maya Fae told me. Is Misty Fae's daughter? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we're very sure. We've known for a while.
Maya is Misty Fae's sole successor.
Yep.
So they all just kind of snapped.
So Misty Fae is dead. Sucks for Maya, huh?
Yep. At least Pearl got to hang out with her.
Yeah, first time she's seen her in 15 years, and she up and dies.
Murdered same day.
Yep.
No one's seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago. What is the significance of the talisman? Symbol of the master. Must carry it with them always until their death. So she really was Maya's mother. The truth comes out at last. Looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, after 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Something happened that called her out of hiding. Well...
Earthquake!
It's happening. It can't be. Earthquake! The inner temple. May very well cave in.
An unfortunate event has happened.
And there goes the entire Fate bloodline. Actually, except for Pearl.
What do you know? So a fucking clamhead got what she wanted.
Seems to pass. You just did here nothing. Let's go. Inner temple, of course. Let's finish this later. Come on then. Bar you from entering this alongside with you. So worried, thinking about Miles. Let's go.
Now we're moving our way over to there.
Right. What are you doing back here? How could I have? I don't understand if you don't speak up. Why am I the one getting hit? She's gone. The defendant Iris. She's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. She jumped into the river.
She did!
So it was just now during the It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, its fear of earthquakes. Should've... Oh, right.
Yeah, because the earthquake an earthquake led to the events of his father's death, which traumatized him because he thought that he killed his father.
For many years. I squirted to defend it alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my very eyes, and I stupidly passed out. The incident still haunts you. There's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. Can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end. So she could have only escaped to this side. We need to get a manhunter away now and search the Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Ridiculous, why would I? The inner temple's like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. That's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away. What are you talking about? Should something were with her. She has said the sacred cavern might be caved in because of the quake. So you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth. I'm sure she's at the inner temple. Manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the trading hall's cavern now. Hadn't caved in. Or something none of us could have ever expected.
This is a problem.
Even more locks. I have locked the doors and we are trapped inside.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're
To be continued in the next episode of Phoenix Wright. Back to the thrilling conclusion of Phoenix Wright. This is what Godot was talking about. Trick locks. Remove these at once. I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. Iris escaped. Saying you can't undo the new locks. Yes. If only I was stronger. A little pale. Miles, go get some air. Watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous, I'm perfectly fair. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Get some rest, that's your only concern now. Understood. I'll handle the investigation of the garden, you take care of things here. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, we must have pride to be effective on our job. That's where we part ways. See if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. Mind if I ask you a few things?
okay, hold on now. Yeah, talk to her.
Why'd you make a run for it? I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by a strong earthquake. I was worried, so I had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law.
Yeah, you can keep going. I'll be right back when I get some water.
Alright. It's all these chains. Extra lock someone had put on the cave door. Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure. Hundreds of ways to set them. That's why the only person who set the lock can open it. I'm the one who set them. It's not that simple. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. Means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. Secure it before you got here. It's because they want to ensure Maya can't get out. She can open the first one. What? Isn't there any way around this? Hundreds of different ways to set these. So if we went through each combination with each one, I could remove them, but it'd take time. Yes, about a day if I had to guess. I suppose I'm leaving locks in place. Hang in there, Maya. You're gonna have to call on your inner strength now. There's still one thing I don't get. What might that be, Phoenix? I think it's obvious. The night of the murder, where were you? Don't give me that look. You told us you were in your room at the temple. But you were also in the inner temple. And then you were spotted in the courtyard.
I'm back.
Alright. Being spotted at each temple as if you were. It's about time you told us the truth.
But as you can see, we're not done with this yet.
There's something else going on.
And now we're gonna go to Heavenly Hall.
Fuck, why?
Because we need to go talk to someone.
Can count on Iris to break those locks. I should gather more clues. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. Larry's living here.
Hey, Pearl.
Hey, Pearl, how you doing? Why are you here? Oh, Mystic Maya, is she alright? Well, we don't know.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick?
Larry.
Here's the Losers Shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. Is that why Pearl's here?
This isn't what?
Hey, we find cover in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, he did picture of me. Great.
We're gonna gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. Just stay out of our way.
I can't believe this.
No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of gal, right? I don't want to let you down.
Mystic Maya.
So yeah, we're talking to Pearl now.
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture?
I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now, with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forever. she's not king amateur.
Gonna do with this man. Alright then, what do you think about this picture? I think it's really well drawn. Can't draw at all, so it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you, Iris. Iris really flew that...
But Mr. Reese...
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you.
It's a representation of what Larry thinks he saw.
Okay, so I was half asleep when I was there that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture.
Because I don't have any choice but to take that sketch at face value.
Hey, what's with that look of down your face?
Pearl, yes. Big to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you? What were you doing? Just a kid, you know? Or does it? Pearl, it matters. The night of the murder, you were supposed to be with Miss Elise, reading a book, but she was murdered, and you were at the Inner Temple. So what happened that night exactly?
And we have another one of these.
That's why I'm being punished. My spiritual power is disappeared. You and your power has disappeared. It's all over. Medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for?
You should try and channel someone's spirit. Here at the temple. Tried but failed, perhaps.
Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That's really cruel of you.
I thought.
Okay, now we are going back to the courtyard.
Seen Gumshoe in a while. Maybe they're having a cup of tea somewhere. Survived. Could have done that. Iris at the cavern trying her best to open them right now. Which, if only people of that technique can do it, then that means we have bigger problems. Like, what if Pearl's mother escaped and is now trying to get revenge on Maya again?
She fucking found Misty Face like, my time has come.
someone is trying to destroy the main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them.
I see. Sounds a lot like Crusader Kings, if you ask me. Okay, we don't need to talk to her. We're going to the courtyard.
Someone's happy.
I'm not singing that.
Sounds like a death march.
Yeah. What's gone into him? I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating is all about. I mean, investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a you know, he's all about the journey. Into reggae. Oh, hey, pal.
Who, me?
How long you been there?
Just got here.
Oh, okay.
So what are you up to, detective?
I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon.
The real murder weapon?
The barb sword that thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. Just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though.
A letter?
Okay, now, before we start talking, it might be finally time to do the ladder.
It's almost 10 feet, that's how...
Okay, not yet. Okay, so I think we have to do that after we finish talking with Gumshoe.
How's the investigation going?
I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the inner temple garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the letter pretty seriously back at HQ.
You mean?
I don't have the details, pal. All I know is, if you don't find Maya down that sacred cabin, we're gonna be faced with that one ugly situation.
What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here?
You got me, I don't know. They're not my words, pal.
Then who said it?
Mr. Godot.
Godot. Godot.
Mr. Godot!
The letter you found.
Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. All I find is some burnt old letter.
Or a tumbled letter.
Yeah, it was right. It was in that incinerator right outside the inner temple.
I knew it. Knew I wasn't imagining it.
What's up with you, pal? I got it right here if you want to take a look.
Can I?
Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case.
Oh, it's very much related to the case.
Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal.
So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far?
Well, it wasn't the shishishito that we found impaled in the victim's body. Which Edgeworth proved that in the court today.
Yes, that's true.
In which case, it must have been another blade.
And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now.
Yeah, and man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We got the feather of forensic in a cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapon on this.
Secret weapon? What is the secret weapon?
You wanna know? You gotta think scientifically, okay?
Oh, this again.
But the weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right?
We're going back to this one, are we?
Here we go. Any questions so far?
Nope.
So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! The metal detector.
Flashback to case 4.
Neil, let me metal detect that bolt in your shoulder. Well, you want to give the scientific investigation a go?
Me? Again?
I've been using this for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? Play forensics expert. Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you.
Alright then. Guess I'll give it a go.
Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget, the absolute best. It's so sensitive you could to make it cry. It's so high tech you could skydive off of it.
Well then.
So now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right?
Sure, that's what we're trying to find out.
Right, so first let's turn the detector on. That's the sound of metal detector signal bouncing off something metallic. Next, move the detector around to give the courtyard a good look-see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know if you hit something metallic. And when that happens, press enter to give the area better. This thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight too. Take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Now click the ladder. You missed the ladder.
I think I was clicking it because it wasn't moving when I moved my mouse.
Hey, pal, you go there. Okay. Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal.
Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects.
I met plenty of guys like you, always picking on the smallest details. The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time. He even corrects me when I ask him for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, the exact same thing.
Big difference. Completely different.
You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before you can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you can miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal. Okay,
Yep, got it.
now... Good. Okay, now we are going to examine the staff on the floor. Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood.
The detector is reacting to it.
Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? I don't bother investigating anything unless like it might be metallic.
The whole point of the metal detector is to find metal you can't see.
It's weird that this thing causing a racket.
Let's take a look at it.
Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the...
The top came off.
Look at what you've done. You damaged a really important piece of evidence. That's,
A sword.
inside the staff.
Could it be?
The murder weapon?
I'd never guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff.
Oh, so, okay, so I was moving the guide. They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. Workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword. Or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot.
I'm trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works.
Took 3 games and we're done.
Down in the main hall courtyard. So, Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword?
No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now.
As they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. Doesn't look like there's any blood on it, though.
Then I guess it isn't the murder weapon, huh?
No, I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder.
Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal.
It's about the same length as the sword, too, so it must be the murder weapon.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if the most of it's been wiped off. See you later, pal.
Wait up, detective.
Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know.
You get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while longer?
What are you talking about, pal?
Please, it's important. Until we find Maya.
Maya, but what's this got to do with her?
Don't know, but I'm starting to get a bad feeling.
Oh, how so?
Maya's trapped in the sacred cavern right now, and well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and more testimony here, the more uneasy I've become.
You don't think...
Detective, please. Wait until we get inside the cavern.
You're looking kind of Viridian there. Okay, stop with that face, pal. One thing, though.
The staff's secret trick, let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and we didn't say anything, we're finished.
I understand.
This is just a regular run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal.
Alright, detective.
Don't worry, she'll be fine.
Gumshoe.
You know, there's a place at the base of the mountain that has really good pasta. How about I take you there when we find Maya, pal?
Sure, thanks. What was Elise doing if they staff like this in the first place?
Okay, we're going back to Bikini and talking to her.
Alright.
Okay, now we're
we need
talking
to talk to
this
Bobby
person.
Hill.
Bobby, tell us what you know.
Yes, I've seen the power. In 2 years since I first met Maya. Seen her channel spirits of the dead.
Hey, those are only 2 examples. There were more.
There are many more, like the important ones. But I guess it's
You know,
because
like,
of the fact that I guess they're going off like the fact that this could be somebody's first game, so people might not know.
Which, by the way, if you're starting out in the 3rd game, you're a fucking idiot. Start from the beginning, dipshit.
Well, it's more the fact that this is when these games started getting popular.
Well, I mean, it's like each of these games came out 1 year after the other, so there's no excuse.
Well, the first Phoenix Wright game was fairly popular. And the thing is, many people didn't purchase the first game just due to the fact there was already another one on the way. So a lot of people just bought the second one and started off with that. And because that sold well enough, they made another sequel, which is this one, and I'm guessing there are probably a few people who are like, you know what, I'm gonna purchase this one and get into this series even though it's the 3rd game.
That's just not... You don't do that. You don't do that.
Either that or whoever designed, or the same studio didn't design all these games.
I mean, I just feel like the people with a lot of games, the people who made this sort of thought everyone was a fucking dumbass and had to explain everything.
Which they don't. They really don't. Made a huge difference in the world. Between the dead true psychic power. Such a tremendous skill. With all that power, expected you to be really rich by now.
Well, I mean, Phoenix can sympathize, considering he never gets paid.
All because of one mistake.
Well, you see, we are very familiar with that said mistake.
All because of the incident of...
Do you know what she's...
DL6, was it? That's the name of it?
DL6 incident, my friend. Everything revolves around DL6 incident, except for that one time with the SL9 incident.
Yep, that one.
We don't talk about SL9, but we don't talk about SL9. We don't talk about Joe Dark and the 50,000 killed people.
All those dead, all because he accidentally hit one homeless guy.
Hits one homeless guy, and he ends up thinking, I have to kill the world.
Ends up murdering his way around an entire city block.
I swear he came out of that killing high, found himself in jail, and was like, the devil made me do it.
The devil did it.
Devil made me do it, not my fault. The DL6 incident.
We have to ask about the
My
damn
God.
DL6 incident again.
My God. It's like reused assets in a story sense.
Why do we have to keep coming back to this one case?
Because everything revolves around a single common denominator. Didn't you know?
This shouldn't rely on the damn DL6 incident again.
See, everything is connected in this universe.
God, things in the second game even focused on DL6 when it wasn't even related to it. We don't need to keep going back to this one damn case.
Hey yo, where my homie Grossberg at? Let's bring out the whole crew for this.
To channel the victim spirit and learn the identity of murder.
Yes, Mr. Faye.
He was found not guilty.
Yeah, I mean, it remained a mystery for like 15 whole years up until the very final day of which that case would have been dropped. And then we came along and helped everything. Sham!
Face wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't.
Making a comeback.
Are you actually... Is this actually going to be that she's the one who did killing here?
No, no, Mai didn't. Stop it.
No, I mean this woman in front of us.
No, she didn't fucking do it. You think this frail old fucking Bobby Hill looking ass motherfucker killed somebody?
The thing is, she makes it sound like she wants the power.
No.
Because here's the thing, the only way I can see it is either A, Dahlia's back and trying to put away Iris.
Listen.
Another twin.
Listen, you need to just stop with the speculation and just keep going, because you will not understand the convolutedness of this entire thing.
Godot did it. He killed her. He's stealing the power, and now he's killing Maya to keep.
It is almost 11. Can we keep moving?
Fine.
Because we're not going to be able to finish this tonight. We'll need one more session.
And then we'll move on to the next series, which will remain a mystery until that time comes. Now, that still seems weird. Each new generation, one daughter becomes the new master. The ones who don't become branch families. Maya had a sister too. Heard of her. Also dead. Yeah, and we got her put away.
Yep. Yes, the clam head.
Sombrero lady. I love how they don't even bother to just put her actual model in.
Don't just have that silhouette with the weird fucking hair there. Yeah.
What?
Dun dun dun.
What? I know her quite well. Yes, Pearl. Pearl Faye. I thought she was the only child. Yep. Found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case.
I wonder if co-conspiring and murder is just as bad. It gets you the same sentence as actual murder.
Surprisingly, no.
I mean, in terms of like this game's universe, because I mean, for all I know, she'll just stay in there for the rest of her life, or she gets offed in the 5-year mark.
I've actually looked a bit into the game's lore to try and figure out what exactly would happen to her. She gets death penalty like everyone else. It's just that if she's lucky, she might get off.
It's like, she might get off for good behavior, but it's a big might.
And the thing is, it's like, either A, she sits in a cell for the rest of her life, or B, she's dead.
Yeah.
And if she's lucky, she just gets to sit in a cell.
Yeah, she ain't coming out.
Been wrong all this time. At 3. You gotta be fucking joking, right? Oh my god, it actually it is Dahlia.
Yep. Yep, when he left, she took both Iris and Dahlia with him.
Oh
yes, and it
my
happened.
gosh.
He was the man who made the jewel. 2 mil. Then he gave up Iris to be looked after in this temple. And he kept Dahlia.
Ah, what a piece of shit. One more thing. What was the name of Iris' sister? I can't remember. Father was a jeweler. Pearl had 2 older sisters. So how are we gonna break this to Pearl?
I'm not sure if we actually ever told her.
Dear God.
Like, I don't think we ever tell her.
Why?
Because why would you notify her of her having 2 sisters, one of which is in death row?
You don't tell her about that one.
See, you had 1 sister, not 2.
That's why she had Pearl.
Oh, yeah, I wonder who that is, yeah.
I feel like we should already know this, considering everything we already know already.
You know, like, I had, like, a theory of how this was gonna go. I was hoping it would go down like Iris, like multiple personality disorder, and like at one moment she was Iris, and another moment she was Dahlia.
I knew it wasn't gonna be that fucking ridiculous.
Cause like at one point Iris did say like she had sinned, so I was like, oh, maybe it could go down like that. No, we're just gonna fall back to the spirit medium bullshit.
Well, I figured it was going to be that Phoenix, when he thought he was dating Dahlia, it was actually going to turn out to have been Iris the whole time. And Iris was trying to get
the poison bottle back so Dahlia wouldn't have to kill him.
She was specifically trying to get the poison back in order to stop her sister from hurting him.
But he wouldn't give it back because he was a dumbass. Okay, we're done talking. Now we are moving to the garden.
It just needs to let us go straight to the garden. Why do we have to walk all the way there?
Because fuck you and your quality of life bullshit.
This is so stupid.
So is this plot line, but we're enduring it.
We should just be able to click go here and just walk there. It's literally just screen moving. I shouldn't have to. Imagine if you had to do this shit in all of Skyrim. You had to walk physically from part to part and had to go through several different loading screens to get somewhere. Most time you just walk across the planet and you go through maybe 2 at most. If this had Skyrim loading times, I would not play this at all. I would just fucking throw it to the side. Someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? Ah. Don't you run away. What do you want, Wright? Came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh. You went back to criminal affairs, correct? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris? Yes. Thanks, what I found, I was reminded of something terrible.
Okay, we're gonna present something. We're gonna present a profile. We're gonna present a question mark profile, which should indicate Dahlia.
So, Edgeworth, did you know Iris has a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. The problem is she didn't know the name of the twin. There's nothing about Iris having a sister. The files I checked. Was taken in by the temple when she was young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler. A jeweler? Right, I might know who this twin sister of his is. Thought you'd say that. Let me guess. Dahlia Hawthorne.
Okay, now we're gonna talk.
Of effort in the investigation of the garden here. Because of the blood, the talisman. Don't suspect Maya, do you? You have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right? Guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, so thankfully my nightmares have stopped. Still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath.
17 years ago, back at the DL6 incident.
Drew found himself in the middle of a murder. Oh, it's another quake.
DL6, DL6, DL6.
Stuck in an elevator. Who was a defense attorney. Deprived of oxygen when passed out, that's when it happened. Single gunshot.
Okay, now I gotta ask, why the fuck was the elevator that airtight?
It was an old elevator. You know, they don't properly ventilate those things.
They could have broken the damn glass if they needed air.
The glass.
The glass at the front of the elevator door, like in the picture showed.
That's metal.
No, there were windows in those elevator doors.
I don't think there were windows there. Or at least not ones that were breakable.
I mean, if a fucking bullet was able to pierce through the door into fucking Von Karma's shoulder, I'm pretty sure it could pierce the glass.
It's been more than 17 years. Such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. Not after you saved me.
And now we get to the good part.
It was my first court case 6 years ago. Brain porn. Due to my inexperience, the defendant died.
Terry took the fall.
Terry Falls. You know about that case. You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia. I checked Mia's old files from 6 years ago. The first time it happened. Key witness. Conspired dealer of fake kidnapping.
Same bridge. She dead.
I stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father. The jeweler. Five years after that, murdered her own sister. Keep her from talking. Her own sister. Well, stepsister. One blood related. The woman who tried to kill me. So after Terry died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Does it really matter? Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. You so sure? It's simple. Dahlia's dead. What?
Yep, the 5-year death penalty, man.
Let's confess that in reading her file, came to know the murder case you were involved with during your college years. Eep. Dahlia was found guilty thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Incineration. She was possessed by a demon. Damn demons.
Goddamn demons!
It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down. A sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Shot dead 25 times in the back of the head.
She was executed. She was finally announced executed. When she was found dead, they tried to tell people that she hanged herself with toilet paper in her cell, but that wasn't gonna fucking fly.
And the thing is, the toilet paper was only 1 ply, not 2 ply.
You can't hang yourself with 1 ply toilet paper. Fucking amateurs. Not enough support.
She can't be connected with the case. She's dead.
Well, you see, what you don't understand is we have fucked you in every case you've been involved in with us because of dead people.
You're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth. The scary connection.
That she is literally here among us right now, possessing someone.
It's not Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. Morgan Fay. A spirit medium from the branch family of the channeling technique. Should you just say the current challenging technique? You know about it? No, it's connected to the fraudulent spirit medium.
Back to DL6.
Do you know what happened? Result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers were all fraudulent. Edgeworth. All you have to do is check DL6 case file and you'll know.
You know, Edgeworth should already know that wasn't the case.
You'll understand someday, and then you'll see that the channeling technique is real, and it's kicking your ass for the past 2 years.
Yeah, it's like it's impossible for him not to understand how it's real. She met Mia Fey when she was alive, and she witnessed Mia Fey possess her sister a numerous number of times in court.
Alright, where to now?
Alright, okay, we are to the training hall to talk to Iris. Okay, we're not talking. It's manga, basically.
Tell me your secrets! I already know your secrets! Up against the wall!
There's just this one time Phoenix restrains himself. But only this time.
What were you truly doing that night? You said you were in your room. I believe you're innocent. That's why I want to believe you're telling me too, but I can't.
Bikini. 48? Jesus Christ. Bobby's old.
Her testimony today was very clear. Didn't just you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, you were here at the temple the night of the murder. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. This is due to start after 10 o'clock. Left the main hall early, so I wouldn't be late. What time was that? $9:40. Just doesn't suit ya.
Now you're gonna bring Iris's testimony.
You testified to the contrary, remember? You ring the light out at 10? You're seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have. Me. Who even spoke. That's when you gave me this. You were seen in 2 places.
There were 2 of you.
Must have been 2. And it's all because of Pearl. Impossible? Suggest otherwise.
And you're gonna present Dahlia Hawthorne.
You have a sister, a twin. I know Dahlia too well. 'Cause she tried to kill me. Quite impressive, Mr. Wright. I know. Since was carried out recently, wasn't it? It was your twin sister. Forgotten this? This is a channeling dojo. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirits and you knew about it. That secret you've been trying to hide. And it was Pearl, wasn't it? You made Pearl channel her, and she murdered Misty Faye and then lost her powers. Passed away. Because always does the right wrong.
Wrong. Wrong.
Mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. No, you should definitely step in.
I'm sensing an abusive relationship.
I already betrayed her once before, I can't do it again. It's the only way. Crime after crime. How did you betray her? Where the exchange was to take place. I helped plan everything. So I ran away. She didn't do it for the money.
I mean, that's a lie.
It was revenge. On him. Hideous man. Threw her mother away, then sent her to hell.
Kind of an asshole. DL6.
We all know about DL6 and all that.
Heck dive.
Jesus Christ.
The fuck country we living in?
I've asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fae clan. That's what it looks like. There's just one more thing I need you to tell me. Poisoned a lawyer. She began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him? Did hear one thing, that she hated his guts.
Yeah.
Well, that hurts. Hurry up, Phoenix, there's still much to investigate.
There's one last thing to do, and it's to talk to Pearl. It's Magatama time. For the last time. Ever. Thank God.
They did make a fire in front of the shack.
Ha! You're too late, Nick. If you came in for one of our potatoes, we already polished them all off.
Which got all the evidence I need.
Tell me your secrets!
Tell me all of your secret now.
It's like he's about to get to like fucking grab Pearl, but instead he just fucking grabs Larry and chucks him in the river.
Throw Larry up against the wall. But start screaming at Pearl.
Tell me your secrets are all.
You didn't go. Because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearl.
He went to the inner temple.
You went here, didn't you? Still not going to open up. Because you were so worried.
Maya Fey.
It was Maya, wasn't it? You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. It was the special course. Young people reckless with their health. Felt responsible. Couldn't sit still at all. While she was doing. So what happened after that? I didn't get there until after 10. Heard the bell ring for lights out. Must have good hearing. Didn't want to miss it, that would be terrible.
Burnt letter. I also want to point out the fact we never actually burnt letter.
Once nightfall, she'd be there. Leave everything up to her.
Wait, Gravely Roast. That's literally what. Well, okay. Remember when I said Pearl couldn't read good?
Yes. That's what she was reading.
Yep. She literally asked Mystic Misty to read that for her.
Her own, basically,
The
instructions to murder.
The person that she was instructed to help kill, she gave to.
So fuck, Pearl really did do it. by channeling Dahlia to do her murdering work for her. So who the fuck gets to blame for this?
We'll find out.
What's in the incinerator at the Inner Temple? Pharaoh, you were following the instructions in the letter that night. That's why you couldn't miss the sound of the lights out bell. You must channel her spirit.
And Dahlia Hawthorne.
That was the name in the letter. It was Pearl as Dahlia. Taking revenge on the Fae bloodline for stupid reasons. You know how evil she was?
You know how she tried to kill me?
I thought so. Pearl doesn't have a clue what happened. She doesn't know Dahlia's her sister.
And she will never know.
She followed their instructions without question. Who wrote the instructions?
Morgan Fay. I like how we don't get an age for her.
You don't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you?
Ba-dum.
Ba-dum, 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 da-da. Your own mother asked you to do it. Figured it out. Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child. You're trying to say I followed these instructions. I'd like to see some proof. I don't think you have any.
Well, you see, the proof here is in the pudding. But in this scenario, it's not pudding, it's gravy. So you should know what I'm trying to say here.
You splattered gravy on the hanging scroll.
Yeah, she probably wanted her to burn it, but she couldn't read. So she's like, oh, splatter gravy.
It was written gravely roast the master in the fire of Hades and bring vengeance to fruition. You know, he didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast among others. You had before the murder.
Could you please read the instruction manual for your demise for me?
She didn't teach you. They meant. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast. You literally murdered someone here. I think that's the least of your concerns.
Thus we shall finish talking with Pearl, and that will be the end of the investigation.
And then, it was already way past 10. I got there because of all the snow. Temple guest area. Then, fall asleep.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? Fell asleep waiting for Iris too. It happens.
Found yourself trapped at the inner temple.
Must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. Why is he still here?
What else is he gonna be doing?
Honestly, he has no be here anymore. I know
he's
what it's
just-
like.
He's just here eating potatoes, enjoying himself.
Yeah. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school.
Don't equate something so trivial with her experience.
It's Maurice.
It's written in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. So you channeled spirit. No. I tried, but I couldn't.
Yeah, she didn't channel it. She couldn't.
I find that hard to believe.
So therein lies the question: who channeled Dahlia?
That literally leaves only one other person. And the thing is, she's currently trapped in a cave.
If you want, I'll come flying through the sky. You know, Larry, she's 9, so please stop.
So Maya actually did do some murdering this time. After every other time she was accused of it. It's not very likely, though. Then what is it? You see? They tricked her.
Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Didn't stop you from fucking stalking all those women, though.
Someone else channeled her spirit before you could. This letter. It's my last wish. Penitentiary. Yeah. You really shouldn't do that.
Yeah, she really shouldn't, but she doesn't know any better.
Time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. Something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly as it says. For the good of the Fae clan.
Yeah, moms would do anything for their kids, right?
This one went a little too far. She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her. Maya's part of the clan, so it had to be good for her too.
You know, she conveniently left out the part where this was supposed to,
Put her on top.
yeah. Well, not even put her on top, just put someone else in the ground.
I guess so. A picture. Pretty weird.
Pretty weird, huh?
Weird indeed.
Again, why is he here? Fuck
Yeah.
out of here, Larry.
I mean, I just imagine Larry's just sitting there, eating a potato going, this is very interesting. What the hell are they talking about?
Maybe I should draw a painting of this.
The seal on it was broken as if somebody had already opened it once before.
Sure is pretty strange.
Still just sitting here. Someone had already opened it.
I mean, Larry's just sitting there. I'm just happy to be here, guys.
You're very welcome. Watching over us. We'll be alright.
Ha! Finally figured it out, have you, Tribulations? You finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is.
Get out of here. Larry, take him on.
The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a frickin' puzzle workshop.
Guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort that's been going on.
That's all a waste of time.
And why do you say that?
Because my FA isn't coming back.
What? What are you talking about? How could you say it?
It was your job to protect her, Trite. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Yeah, we're going back to this again.
I had nothing to do with it.
Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances.
Realize that, but...
And you were the only one by their sides.
No, not really.
You were the only one who could have saved them.
Second one, maybe. First one, definitely not.
Wait, Maya, kinda, yeah. Mia, definitely not.
Yeah. I didn't know what was going on.
Ha! What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow, we'll settle everything in court tomorrow, once and for all.
Mr. Nick, the man just said true. It'll be alright, Pearl. You didn't do it. Maya did it. You know I can trust you. My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child, my Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the Maid family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master seat is yours. My last great wish. Seems I was just in time.